Hi everyone, I'm FMGreeno and welcome along to the Greeno tour. Now we've all seen recently just how well things are going at Roma. Looks like we might be about to win our first ever Serie A title. But my reign as England manager in the last year has been a little more mixed. Over that period we've lost twice to France, we even lost to Scotland, and France have taken our #1 spot in the world. But now it's a time to put things back on the right track. We've got qualification for Euro 2032. Going to bring you the first 2 games of that campaign now. And hopefully we'll qualify through the group easily enough. And who knows, maybe even go on and win it and claim that #1 spot back. Let's get into it. This is the schedule for our qualification campaign. You can see we've got Bulgaria, Luxembourg, San Marino and Ireland in our group. We start with the first game away against Bulgaria in Sofia. Follow that up with a home game against Luxembourg, a game we really ought to be winning. Might give us an opportunity to rotate the team a little bit, so hopefully we'll see most of the squad get some minutes. Let's go and see how we're setting up for that first game. So I'm putting out what I think is probably my first choice 11 right now. A bit of a surprise recall for Aaron Ramsdale in goal. I've tried 2 or 3 keepers so far, and none of them have been any good. Ramsdale, he's only a 2.5 star keeper, but so are all the others. And he's got a load of caps under his belt. So he's coming in today, steady the ship right from the back. Musa and Constantinu at centre-half are probably the 2 least experienced players in the team. Musa only has 3 caps, Constantinu has 10. So we'll be looking for Rice, Alexander-Arnold and Grice all around them to shepherd them through this game. But plenty of experience and quality in the rest of the team. Let's hopefully go and get a positive result in Sofia. So here we are under the floodlights in Sofia. Pretty packed stadium. Obviously the Bulgarian public looking to see some of the stars in the England team. And we actually play a very similar formation to how I set up with Roma, but with some subtle differences. So I'm playing Grice at left back, which I quite often do at Roma, but I'm going to play him as an inverted wing back rather than a wing back. That means we have a guy called Jermaine Green plays on the left wing. He's going to play as an orthodox winger. So it's a little bit different to how I set up, and a couple of the other player roles are again slightly different, but the same kind of principles. It hasn't started very well though, has it? We've got a goal down to Bulgaria. Dear oh dear, that is not in the script. A nicely taken goal as well. Dimitrov here, bit of time on the ball. Borisov, Stefanov, Yankov to Petkov. Some nice one-touch football in there. And they cut our fairly inexperienced centre-half duo apart. Work to be done. Opportunity here on the right-hand side. Trent to take the throw in. Got space for a cross, pulls it back. There's Bellingham. Oh, he's absolutely leathered that one home, hasn't he? The assist from Curtis Jones. But yeah, I don't know how close that was to the keeper, but it flew past him. Let's have a look at it from this angle. Alexander-Arnold pulls it back there, right on the edge of the box. The keeper barely even moved. Looks like he was a little bit wrong-footed, but we're backing it at 1 apiece. Corner here for Bulgaria though. Rambo goes up and claims the ball comfortably. Finds Foden in plenty of space on the right hand side. He cuts in. There's Bellingham again. Is he going to have another pop? No. Foden is though. Oh, what a goal! On his left peg, curls it into the far bottom corner. Well, 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 we have turned this around. 2 goals in the space of 3 minutes. And 2 absolute belters. Bellingham did all the hard work there. Foden, 1 touch. Out of the keeper's reach. What a stunning finish that was. Kick-off highlight though. Bulgaria on the ball. Guess that's Valentin Antov playing centre-half for them. Wonderkid at the start of the game. I often try and sign him if I can. Most of the time at the clubs I'm playing at, I can't. Here's Greenwood. He's got a second chance. Oh, that's an impudent little dink over the keeper. Well, I was a bit worried when we went a goal down, but I'm feeling a lot more confident now. Greenwood manages to get in behind. The keeper makes a decent save, but Greenwood reacts the faster and dinks it over the recovering keeper to put us 3-1 up. Rambo with a clearance up towards Greenwood. He's on his own up front, waiting for support or going by himself. By himself, a good save by the Bulgarian keeper there. Corner ball. Are we going to play a short one? It looks like it. There's Foden. It's cleared. Counter-attack opportunity here for Bulgaria, perhaps. Grice, though. What a boy. Big challenge there. So we're coming up to half-time now. No more highlights by the looks of it. It's a 3-1 advantage at half-time. So I think we're going to go in. I'm not going to go too over the top with the boys here. It's not been a perfect performance. But I think, yeah, we'll say things are going well. I know you're capable of better. And we'll probably give a similar kind of message throughout the team here. No one's listening, are they? Okay, just down for the second half then. More of the same, please. And straight away, throw in here on the left-hand side. There's Musa up to Greenwood. Finds Jermaine Green. What can he do? He finishes. It's 4-1 now. Just a couple of minutes into the second half. So whatever the Bulgarian manager said to his boys at half-time hasn't worked. That was a decent nod down there by Mason Greenwood. And Green did pretty well. Questionable goalkeeping once again. I'm not worried about that. We're 4-1 up. Opportunity here. Starts with a throw-in for us on the right. Foden's on the ball. There's Declan Rice. Grice! Oh, Greenwood touched it in. I don't know if it was going in from the original shot. We won't be able to see from this angle, really. But Grice caught that pretty well. And probably going wide, I guess. Greenwood nodded it in, but he was offside. Goal kick here for Bulgaria, though. Constantinu wins the ball. Not the prettiest looking ball forward. Can we win this? No, Bulgaria are on it now. That's a decent ball. He's onside as well, I think. Martin Petkov. Okay. So on the hour mark, Bulgaria reduced the deficit to 2. And that was another fairly simple goal right through the middle of our defence. Maybe we need some more experienced centre-halves. Maybe we need to move Grice over there. That might be the answer. But, yeah. Something to think about now. I've changed both our fullbacks now. Grice was tired. And Trent was tired too. So we brought on Reece James and Livramento. You remember we had him at Köln. So hopefully they're going to give us a little bit more energy down the flanks, both defensively and as an attacking force. Oh, there was a chance there to win the ball, but Jones has done it now. Foden into Greenwood. Oh, and it's a weak finish. He had the goal at his mercy there. There we go, Livramento with a throw. Bellingham picked off by the Bulgarian defender, but another opportunity here. Here's Bellingham on the ball. Green to Bellingham. Oh, how did he miss? Clean through that time. Well, hopefully we'll have another opportunity here. But Bulgaria have won the ball. Here's even off. Livramento does well. Bellingham back to the keeper. That was a bit of a dodgy ball. But we get away with it. Greenwood to Livramento. There's Declan Rice. Jones here. Greenwood coming a little deeper to win the ball. Keep in possession very, very well here. All the way back to the keeper again. A very lengthy highlight. Here's Reece James to Foden. Jermaine Green is in. Can he finish? Not this time. There's Jones. And finally. Finally. I think we had about 3 stabs at that. But that makes it a lot more comfortable. Going into the last sort of 12-13 minutes, we've got our 3-goal advantage back. The Green had an effort there that was saved. Jones's effort was blocked. But fortuitously, it fell right back at him and he could just tuck it into an empty net. So, 5-2 now. Going into the last few minutes, we've taken Greenwood off He had a little bit of a knock he's just picked up, and Rashford has come on up front. I'm not sure how much action he's going to see, though, because it seems to be petering out. We've got 4 minutes of injury time to go. Oh, here is an opportunity. Rashford on the ball. It's headed clear. What's Reece James going to do here? Finds Bellingham. Here's Green again. Oh, and that time he doesn't quite catch it. And the keeper gets down and makes a decent save. But just 3 minutes of stoppage time to go. The highlight seems to be continuing here. Here's Phil Foden. Another comfortable save for the keeper. And it looks like that's going to be it now. No more highlights to come. I'm pretty pleased. This is probably going to be one of the tougher games of our group. And we've gone away and won 5-2 in Bulgaria. Going into the Luxembourg game, I have made a number of changes. So we've kept Ramsdale in goal, and Constantinu and Rice are in the team. Greenwood is going to play up front too. The rest of the team, I think, has pretty much changed in some way or another. So Luke Thomas and Livramento have come in the fullback positions. You'll see I've swapped it to kind of the Roma formation. Thomas playing as an orthodox wing-back, and Rashford coming into the side and going to play as an inside forward. Curtis Jones moves from Metzala to an advanced playmaker role, and this brings in Dan Wells. I'm not sure if we've seen him before in the save. He plays for Burnley, and he looks a bit decent in spite of that. A bit of a footballer, not great jumping reach, so Burnley have obviously changed their style a little bit by now. Sancho's going to play over on the right-hand side. This really ought to be a good enough team to absolutely destroy Luxembourg. But let's go and see how they do. So apparently the weather's not great here at Wembley Stadium tonight, but it looks okay as things stand. We'll see as the highlights begin. Yeah, a little spot of rain or something maybe about, but nothing to worry about. So we're only in the 2nd minute, and we've already got a highlight here. Rashford cutting in from the flank. Gives it back to Jones. Thomas overlapping. Opportunity to get cross in there to nobody in particular, though. Sancho picks it up. Here comes Livramento. Wells. Oh, what a way to mark his return to the England team. He's had a couple of caps before, but not for a while, and certainly not under me. But that isn't a bad way to announce yourself, is it? Livramento did pretty well there. Cut it back, and Wells from more than 20 yards smashes it home. And in the 2nd minute, we've taken the lead. Now, I did notice in one of the qualifiers, I think it was yesterday or the day before, Austria played Andorra and beat them 13-0. Now, I'm not suggesting we're going to be able to do the same with Luxembourg, but it gives us something to aim at a little bit. I think one of the things that is often a criticism of England teams is they don't really put teams to the sword. You get a lot of these sort of boring 2- and 3-0 wins against the lesser lights. So hopefully we're going to change that and smash these teams up. And Rice wins the ball, but Luxembourg are on it now. Surely we're not going to let them come through and score against us, are we? All the way back to their keeper. Is he going to boot it long? No. Plays it on the ground, playing it quite nicely. But Thomas wins the ball now, and let's see if we can build something going forwards. Rashford looks for Wells. That's a good ball to Greenwood. Can he finish? It's blocked. Oh, and the 2nd attempt, the keeper was there this time. Corner here for Luxembourg. Rambo claims the ball there. Let's try and build an attack here. We're in the 40th minute, and it's still only 1-0. So I think that 13-0 is probably off the table, isn't it? Oh, especially now. Is this actually going to be an attack for them? It looks like it could be, doesn't it? No, Curtis Jones has won the ball. Rashford looks for Greenwood. Can he finish it? Yes, of course he can. Another dinked finish from him. And that's 2-0. Fairly straightforward ball forward here by Rashford. Spots the run. Nothing too complicated about that goal, was there? But a really tidy little finish from Greenwood. So we've reached half-time. Luxembourg yet to register any kind of shot. Look at how we're dominating the game here. 66% possession, 16 shots, 5 on target. But not a very big XG. So, yeah, a little bit of work to be done here. I think we need to, again, tell them things are going well, but you're capable of better. And, yeah, we'll tell the defence we're happy with our work. They haven't conceded a shot yet. I think the midfield and the strikers can do a little better. So let's see if they can in the second half. Here we go. Livramento with a throw. There's Rashford. Not sure who he's playing that to. The ball into a decent area, but there was nobody there. Building again. Rice to Sancho. No. The Luxembourg keeper, Englaro, comes and claims it. Boots it straight onto the head of Constantinu. Here's Wells. There's Sancho again. Into Greenwood. 2 bites at the cherry and can't tuck it home. Okay, corner here now. Curtis Jones to take. There's Rashford on the ball. Sancho. Oh, I thought he was going to hit it then. Rashford might. He does. What a finish. Rashford has scored a load of goals for England in this game. I think he might even be the top goal scorer for the country now. I think he's just overtaken Harry Kane with like 75 goals or something like that. But yeah, 1 touch, smashes the finish. Plenty of time to... Well, he could have picked his spot, but he just belted it. With about 20 minutes to go, I've made a couple of changes. Grogan has come on the right-hand side for Sancho, and Angerin comes into the midfield in place of Curtis Jones. Obviously, they both played the full 90 in the first match, so time to give them a little bit of a rest. Doesn't seem to be much more happening, though. 10 minutes to go. Luxembourg have finally had a shot, but we've had 25 and only scored 3. I didn't think we'd find it harder to score against Luxembourg than we did against Bulgaria. Bulgaria have just taken the lead in Ireland by the looks of it. But yeah, it looks like it's going to play out now. It's going to finish up. One of those boring 3-0s against lesser lights I was bemoaning England for. So this is how the table looks after the first couple of games. We have 6 points after 2 wins. Looking pretty good so far. Bulgaria in second place after that win in Ireland. Ireland are rock bottom currently. They haven't registered a point, but they've only played 1 game. San Marino and Luxembourg played out a draw. So they have a point each. Might be the only point one of them gets. We'll see. In terms of when we're going to come back, it won't be for an England game now. Our next game is against San Marino right at the end of the season. So we're going to come back for some more Roma action. So if we take a little look at what's coming up, this looks pretty tasty, doesn't it? Liverpool, Champions League, quarter-final, second leg. That has got to be the game we're coming back for. It's not that far away. It's only about, what, 2 or 3 weeks from now? Yeah, hopefully we don't get spanked too much in the first leg and it actually keeps the second leg competitive, because Liverpool, that's going to be a big test. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Good to get the England qualification campaign underway with some solid, if unspectacular, performances. I think that we'll get through that group with a lot of ease, to be honest. But if you did enjoy it, please drop a like on there for me. And if you've got any comments about this episode or the series as a whole so far, I would love to see them below. And don't forget, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, click that button and come and hop on the Greenobus. There's plenty of room for you all. It just remains for me to thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon for some more action, this time with Roma. Bye for now.